Next up, we have Gone Angels by Millie from the... What's the name of the soundtrack? From the Library of Ruina. Apparently a prequel to Limbus Company. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA. A layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. Keep in mind, this is recorded live on stream, so I will be pausing a lot. By the way, if you like the sound of that, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, share the video, like the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. And as I was saying, this is recorded live on stream. I might stumble upon my word, especially right now that my shoulder's hurting. And I will be pausing this a lot. This is my first time hearing this track, and I will be pausing as I will be pointing things out as I hear them. So with that being said, let's do this. Let's do this. And Salvador OSTs, Geometry Dash counts as well. And derivatives. Let's do this. Gone Angel. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we start... We're 6 seconds in. This is already beautiful. We start with a very beautiful piano accompaniment, which, by the way, when it comes... Oh, it's from the previous one. When it comes to the instruments, we had an intro done by the accompaniment. An accompaniment is as it sounds. It is the backing track of what we had. Usually it is to orient vocalists or the soloists for the key signature. Mostly for singers, because when it comes to instruments, most instruments, you can just play and you get the right note. When it comes to vocalists, it's a lot more difficult to do, to hit the right note right off the bat, so usually you do want a few seconds of this. So we had the piano just play a couple of really beautiful notes and chords here, and now we had the vocalist probably giving us what I'm gonna call the motif. The motif, of course, being the smallest version of our musical idea from which everything else comes from. Let's see what we got. Oh, beautiful melody. Oh, this is a full-on song. Singer is Millie's Cassie Way. There you go. Beautiful voice. This is a beautiful voice, dude. Oh my god. This is, like, I love this voice. It's very nice and sweet and innocent and very, very soft. This is awesome. How long are we going? Until 11 p.m. So another 3.5 hours. I really like how the piano is really keeping up with the melody, because usually you will have one of two things. You will have the piano doing the beat and carrying the rhythm while the singer keeps up with it, or in this case, that you have the singing actually give you the rhythms that the piano is actually keeping up with. It's a very tricky balance to achieve, and it's a very tricky thing to be able to tell which one is which, but right now 100% the vocals are taking the lead, and the piano is doing the accents, and the piano is showing this by playing the chords on the times that she hits the notes. Everything in between is melody. Very beautiful counterpoint. Counterpoint being when there's more than one melody, and in this case it would, I guess it would technically count as species. Species counterpoint. Species counterpoint is when you have that was my computer. Is when you have a melody against another melody, and you're comparing how many notes per note. So you can have like a one against one, which means for every note, melody A plays, melody B plays 2 notes. You can have 2 to 1. For every one note, melody A plays, melody B plays 2, and the number goes on and on and on. So we could be having something like that for the call and response. That was my computer again. And we're doing a call and response while doing these melodies, because every time the vocalist hits a new note, in between those notes, the piano is doing a little response. So we're having the voice doing one thing, and then the piano doing another thing in response, while at the same time keeping the accompaniment. This is very beautiful. It's very beautiful. Let's continue. And the motif is beautiful. The motif is absolutely beautiful. Man, those are some really difficult lines to sing. This is a really difficult track. This is a really, really difficult track. Like, for the piano, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be as difficult, but for singing, this is absolutely insane. This is absolutely insane, and there's no auto-tune or anything over here. This is just her. It's insane. Okay, and now we got section B. So we started with the intro, and we had our section A. So yeah, this is very classically oriented, given the format of piano and vocalist. When it comes to form, you will have sections named mainly with letters, right? So we had section A, then we had section B. And usually when you have these different sections, you want contrast. You don't want something completely, absolutely new. Like, you don't want section B to be completely new material. You want it to be some sort of variation that contrasts enough, but it's not entirely new. Again, as I've said many times before, you want to continue. You want to make the listener feel familiarity. You want familiarity in your tracks. You don't want to give 100% new material every single time. You want to make sure that your listener feels familiar with the track, while at the same time introducing new things. Because if you show too many new things at the same time, you risk the listener getting bored and tuning out, or getting overwhelmed, and tuning out. If you don't introduce enough new things, the listener will get bored and tune out. So it's a very, very difficult balance to achieve, especially when you're changing parts. And this is such this was such a simple thing, a simple change. Part A, the singer is singing up above, very high notes, very energetic. Part B, she's whispering on the lower end. That's it. Around the other case, Lush can make come from Alcora, oh my god, changed her tone from a 3-part song she covered. That's insane. That is insane. Let's hear. My dearest friend, tell me when we shall make it end. So let me take your hand like one. And now we're bringing back some of this. And okay, so another part, we start having her slowly processing her, progressing her way back into the original A section, the way she was singing. But now we got backing vocals from her as well, adding an extra layer of this. This is really beautiful. Oh, and I love the panning here. Oh, the panning is so good. So, when it comes to music, we have the concept of panning. Nowadays, it is pretty standard for us to use stereo, right? We have left and right speakers / ears. Let's say here is you, all happy, deformed, bald, and therefore evil. And when it comes to panning, you can have passive panning, you can have active panning. I'm calling it that. These are my colloquial terms. By the way, if I ever use a colloquial term, understand that by colloquial, I mean there is no official academic term for this, or at least I'm not using it. I am using this for the purposes of illustrating and explaining what I mean. So when it comes to this, I'm going to call passive and active. Passive panning is, I decided, track number 3, layer number 3 is going to be 100% on the right ear, and is going to be 0% on the other ear, on the left ear. So you're only going to hear on the right ear. Active panning would be this changes over time throughout the track. That's all it means. That's all I mean by that. But I like how we have some of the like whispers that she's doing on the right ear, some of the other ones on the left ear, and they're doing like this call and response in between while keeping up with the rest of the track. This is very well made. This is very, very well made. For such a small ensemble of literally 2 people, the piano player and the singer, this is incredible. Oh, and we went, so yeah, we at first we had the backing tracks giving us like this staccato, right? Like these staccato, little stingers, staccato, which is short bursts, end of story. Pa, 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 ba. And now we went to legato, which is just letting the notes play out and giving us this insanely beautiful, beautiful sense of just... This is insane, dude. I'm loving this. Go refresh. That'll probably most on the sample. Nice. Oh. Nice. And we bring it back to... I love how incredibly well made the vocal line is. I'm a melody oriented composer, so whenever a melody is really well made, I just love it. And this is so well made. The pacing of it is damn near perfect. Like, we're having these bouncing back and forth between straight and triplets, and it's insane. It just gives it this very beautiful sense of acceleration, and the shape of it is just this is insanely good. This is insanely good. And the backing tracks and the piano is... We're increasing the tension, we're reaching the climax. And this entire time, the piano has kept the same principle. The piano has not changed how it's playing. It is playing the chords whenever she hits a note, and everything in between is melodies for counterpoint. It has not changed once how it's doing it. It's just the chords that it's doing, the melodies it's doing. Those are the ones that have been changing to the point that I didn't even notice it was still happening until now, that I decided to check. This is insane.
Now they're gone. See, now they're gone. Forever gone from the stage that is our one and only dream.
And the way it's cascading down.
To say, pain always catches up to those who
How are you gonna end this though? Ooh, deceptive resolution. We're bringing back that initial melody. And there you go. That's how we end it. We land that final cadence. We do a recapitulations. We do a very beautiful recapitulation of that initial melody. Recapitulation means, as it sounds, you just bring that material back after an insanely beautiful climax. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting a two-person ensemble with, you know, a couple of backing here and there. There's like, what, 5 layers of music? And that was a trip. 2.5 minutes, 5 layers of music, and I am completely blown away by this. This was insanely good. And the ending was just one last chord, bada bing, bada boom, done. That was insane. That was insane. There you have it. That was Gone Angels by Millie from the Library of Ruina soundtrack. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA layman-friendly analysis. I hope I have explained things in a way that you don't have to be a professionally trained musician to understand more or less what's been happening here musically. If you're watching this on the video archive, thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Like the video, share the video. Leave a comment, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 2 seconds, I will be linking it down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, links below to the Discord. Go to the LFA requests channel and just drop the YouTube link of what you want in that channel. I will then review it and put it in the list. Game soundtracks only, Geometry Dash, mods, those count. And if you want to watch the videos live on stream, links available below to the Twitch and the Discord, which have the schedule shown in your local time zone so that you can join us if you have the chance. So there you go. There you go. That was awesome. That was awesome. Gone Angels by Millie. Insanely good. Insanely good. But yeah, let's move on.